Hello, welcome to the virtual review of database. We will see this stage 3. In this stage, we will learn the basic tools, like the print options, as well to import and export from Access to Excel, and we will learn to order the register in ascendant and descendant order. Also, we will learn how to apply filters. Basic operations. Print a table. After you have prepared a table and given a proper presentation to all the records that make up the database, you have your file printed. Here's how to do this by using the File menu with the Quick Print options, Print and Print Preview. We'll start with the Print Preview ribbon, which is made up of the page size, page layout, zoom, data, and close print preview. The size allows you to select different sizes of the page. Margins defines the type of margins to be applied: standard, wide, narrow, and custom. Vertical and horizontal change the orientation of the print. Setup page. A dialog box opens where the margin size is captured in millimeters. In the zoom group, you can first choose the approach which you will view to verify it, and then on how many pages you can view your file. To exit the print preview, make the last modification to your table, and then signing up to print. Use the Close Print Preview command button. Once you set the characteristics of the document to be printed, click the Print command button. A dialog box appears where you specify the pages and the total number of copies of your file. Import and export a database. Databases developed in any application software have the same principle of structure, known as a relational model. Records, fields, header rows, among others. Only the syntax or how you create and modify them changes. This makes the files created in different database programs compatible with each other. Export table. To export an Access table to Excel, use external data ribbon and export group. The create file will have a .xls extension. The file name and its location are left to your consideration. To open the database you want to export, open the table in the document area and click the Excel command button. The Export Excel spreadsheet window appears, and if you click Browse, you can place the name and location of the database to export to Excel. After clicking the Save button, another window appears where you define if you want to save the export steps. To finish, click the Close button. Import table. To import an Access table into Excel, use external data ribbon and the Import and Link group. The created file will have a .xls extension. The file name and its location are left to your consideration. Open the database you want to import. Then, open the table in the document area and click the Excel command button. The process of importing a spreadsheet from Excel is a little more extensive than the one applied in the export process to adapt it to your needs. The database you're going to use to import into it can consist of one or more tables, or it can be a new database, in which case the table that is imported from Excel will appear in the exploration panel. The external data. Excel spreadsheet window will appear, and if you click Rows, you can place the name and location of the file that contains the book, the database to import from Excel. To continue with the import process, a window appears where you will select the worksheet that contains the Excel workbook and which you will import into Access. The first row of an elaborated table in Excel is known as header row. Access will confirm that it will convert it to the names of the fields in the table. The following screen confirms for each of the fields the name and type of data to be used in Access. The fields to be used as primary key of the table will be defined. To use it to perform more advanced operations such as queries. The table name will now be placed, which will appear in the navigation panel indicating that the import process is finished. Finally, a window will appear asking if you want to save the steps for the spreadsheet import process. Once the process to import an Excel spreadsheet is complete, it will be displayed as you left the table in the navigation panel at the beginning. Ordering registers. You can sort the registers that form a table or query in a database in ascending or descending order. Additionally, if necessary, you can disable the register sorting that you activated. It is done with the Start ribbon, the Sort and Filter group, and with the Ascending, Descending, and Remove Order command buttons. To start sorting register for a table, select a field from the database, for example, the name column, and click the buttons for the commands mentioned above to observe such movements. Finally, when you click on the Remove Order command button, the registers will be arranged as they were when you opened the database. Filters. Filters are used to observe a limited number of registers that meet a condition. It can be done with the Start ribbon, the Sort and Filter group, and with the Filter command button. Here are several ways to define a filter. Filter button. With the Filter button, select a field from the database, for example, the Invoice column, and click the command button Filter. An option menu is displayed. Choose the price option. Another option menu is displayed, taking, for example, less than, and capture a value. The registers that meet the condition will appear in the table. To define a filter with an alphanumeric data field, Text Filters option will appear and a menu will be activated with other options that will help you meet such conditions. Select the button. To create a filter with the Selection button, in the table select the data from the database field to be filtered. Click the Selection command button in the Sort and Filter group. An option menu is displayed. Select the between options and capture the data to perform the filters. A register that meets the condition will appear in the table. With alphanumeric data, select the word, and only a menu of options will appear to choose the appropriate one. Advanced button. To define and run a filter using the Advanced button, place the cursor on the table in any database data. You go to Filter. Click the Advanced Command button in the Sort and Filter group and choose the filter by form. In the table that will appear, place the cursor below the field name and an option menu will be displayed. For example, choose the Rivera Hermanos option. The Advanced Command button is displayed. Choose the Apply Filter or Sort options. Disable filters. In the table, the registers that meet the condition will appear. In the name of the invoice field, the filter icon will be activated, including that a filter has been carried out in the field. To turn off a filter on a database table, click the filter icon on the right side of the field name. Activate from the Options menu with a click on Select All Options and click OK. Main key. Inserting the main key into a table will allow you to create a relationship between tables. The main key will serve as the identifier for a field in a table that groups connections with other fields in other tables. It is a very simple procedure. To open the database table, change from the datasheet view type to design view. The layout ribbon will be activated. Select the appropriate field and tool groups and click the main key command button. The procedure for disabling the main key of a table is the same as activating the main key. With the right mouse button, you can also turn on or off a main key in Design View. Thank you for watching the virtual review of Database Stage 3. Do not forget to make the Nexus activity.